So I bought what I consider my dream house here in Swift Creek Plantation. I wanted to be here so bad that I wrote down every day what I wanted, which was I want to buy a house in Swift Creek Plantation in Niceville. And I worked hard and I got it, moved in 2019. Swift Creek Plantation is a kind of exclusive non-HOA neighborhood of about, I think, 66 houses. And it's just on the east side of actual Swift Creek. I've lived in this beautiful home since 2019 when I bought it. I've never done anything with the backyard. So now I'm doing something amazing with a giant patio with a fire pit, seating area, retaining wall, landscape lighting, dry riverbed, and I'm really excited to show you the process beginning to end. Again, my own property. Not to say you can't do it yourself, but I like to hire professionals. This guy's been doing it for decades. He can knock it out. And I'm excited to see what he does, for sure.
My name's Steve Chanowski from North Country Landscaping. We specialize mostly in outdoor hardscape spaces. First thing we had to look at was the drainage of the house, the elevation change. We decided to put in a retaining wall to hold the bank back, a patio space and a fire pit to be able to come down and enjoy the backyard.
All right, so this part's really cool too. So obviously I have this hill, okay? And it's this big dirt hill. It was hard to keep grass on it. As you see, the Florida environment kind of took over my backyard here. But what Steve is doing is he's digging into the this little hill here, and it's going to be a retaining wall. So literally all the way back to where the fire pit is, a retaining wall, kind of like right here. Push it back, give me more space. We're going to have like lights, things like that, like all along the side, plants and everything. Guys, it's going to be pretty awesome. Just finally getting to do this is really exciting. Still got the hoodie on, guys. It's Florida cold today, all right? It's 59, I think. Anyway, it's been like a week, and since then we finished off the dry creek bed for the drainage. It's awesome. We got some pallets in, these really beautiful, beautiful bricks. Offloaded those, and then Steve started on the wall, well, gosh, this morning. So he's already up like 3 rows right now, and it really sets off the whole backyard. Okay, and I like the bricks that were chosen because it looks like they've been here forever. The way they're like distressed and tumbled a little bit. So it's gonna go up 2 more, right? To, you know, and then the landscape is going to it. Now, when we're all done though, the coolest part, you know, they're gonna have a cap on this thing. So the cap will kind of sit something like this. And then ever so often, when we're done, there's gonna be a light right here that's just gonna shine down, and it's just gonna look really, really cool.
We're now approaching 30 inches of wall, and we're holding back hillside. We're using GeoGrid to reinforce the wall, which will keep the wall from leaning forward over time. All right, well, we're wrapping up the retaining wall portion of the project. We're getting the last layers of the wall on the block wall over there, and the construction of the stairs has begun, and the seating wall around the fire pit patio. In the center of the patio right here where the stake is, we're gonna have a wood-burning fire pit with a cooktop on it. We're gonna incorporate some lighting into the project. You can see there's some wires coming out of the steps. Just kind of roughing everything in right now so that when we're done, I can embed some LED lights under the treads of the stairs. And there'll be a few more in the retaining wall around the fire pit and on the long wall to accent some landscaping that will be done in the future.
It's crazy to think that just even a month ago, it was nothing but a bare little mound against the house there, with the Florida landscape kind of taking over everything because I didn't have any grass back here, to what's working out to be amazing. All right, so this is what I talked about earlier, where I couldn't believe how much space I still have. So now I'm on the top portion of the backyard here, and as you see, it's massive. I didn't lose any space, it just made it more useful and still serves a purpose with keeping all the weight up here on this side.
Getting all of the elevation set from the beginning makes this the easy part of just, it's kind of like the icing on the cake, where it's just putting the finishing touches on. It's one thing to see it on paper, but to actually see it take form is when it's a little sigh of relief.